I'd like to welcome everyone here this afternoon. This is our annual alumni meeting. It's typically known to be one of the shortest meetings that we have each year. That's by far the most important meeting of the year. It wraps up another year of the Alumni Board. It introduces our new board officers, and it also gives special recognition to two very important people each year. So with that being said, I'd like to open up the meeting today, welcoming you all here and asking anyone if there is any old business from last year's alumni meeting at this time. Okay, with that being said, we'll move on to new business. Is there any new business that anyone would like to bring up at this meeting? I'd like to bring up that it is a great feeling to be on campus throughout the week and on the weekends, and especially today, and see so much new, fresh apparel. It's nice to see everybody. I'm at a church picnic today. It's nice to see everyone in many different shirts, whether they be long sleeve, short sleeve, pullovers with Brescia on there. It's fantastic. Living here in town, I enjoy seeing that around town. I think we need to do more of that. We're a great institution. I love being an alumni from here and want more people to know more about us. So with that being said, is there any other new business? Okay. If that's the case, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Yeah. Officers.
Oh, that's right. You're going to be, okay. So I need to give you our slate of officers for next year, and I'll need you to help me vote in this slate of officers. Past president will be myself, Carl Lewis. Our new president for this year, Jim DeMayo. President-elect, Sabrina Grant. Treasurer, Lisa Rendegast. And Secretary, Don Cinnamon. I will ask if there is a motion to accept this slate of officers.
So moved.
And who was that?
Alex.
Thank you. Is there a second? Okay, right here in the front. And then just by a show of hands or a aye, everyone agree?
Aye.
Anyone? Before I say this part, be prepared to take the office. Anyone disagree? And I would say the motion stands, and congratulations to everyone on this upcoming year. There's a note on here for me to announce. It looks like there's some congratulations in order. Now, I'm not real familiar with this, but there's been maybe possibly a new hire and some promotions going on. But our new Director of Annual Giving, Amy Mahoney. Is Amy in the room? Not an old face, but a very familiar face here on campus. Looks like has been promoted to the new Director of Major Gifts, Sydney Warren. Thank you all for your work as well. Thank you. Now, I will make Jim.
Before we adjourn, I would just like to say thank you. I think we owe Carl a round of applause for his work this year as our president, and I think I speak for all of us that it was a great job and a great year, and thank you very much.
Thank you. With that being said, is there a motion to adjourn the meeting?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you, Jim. I was getting worried. I thought he was going to
Second.
seconded by Don. Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
And the meeting has come to an end. Now, what we'd like to do is each year we give out 2 awards during this meeting. The first one is the Father Charles Saffer Alumni Hall of Fame Award. And I'd just like to tell you exactly what this award is given for. It honors an alumnus who, through a lifetime of personal achievement, not necessarily financial, has personified the ideas of Brescia University. This award is the highest form of recognition that the Alumni Association bestows on one of its alum. This year, we got a real early start on nominations, and we had some excellent names turned in. We narrowed it down, and our recipient for this year's award is Greg Albee. Greg already had a trip planned for the entire month of September. He left the last day of August. I will tell you that I do not know Greg, but everything that I had heard and read through our emails from other alumni spoke very highly of him, and he was very humbled by the award. Was very disappointed that he could not be here today, and we have plans in the making to honor him at another event this coming year whenever he is in town and can be here. I would like to read to you just a little bit because I feel like he deserves this. He is a distinguished alum, has worked for Brescia for many years in the weekend college and the STARS program, responsible for many students attending and graduating from Brescia. Tireless and enthusiastic supporter of Brescia, never quits talking about Brescia. This sounds like me right there. Always has been successful in the real estate market. I think it goes without saying that he is just another example of a product of Brescia University, of what we'd like to see coming through the doors here, and then as we leave, go back out into the community. So we will be getting Greg's award to him, but again, at a later date this coming year, we'll work something out with Jim, and we'll honor Greg when he is able to receive his flag. Okay, so with that being said, we'll move to our second award, which is the Outstanding Alumnus Award. This honors an alumni who has given outstanding service to the Alumni Association and the board to Brescia University. Just to give you an idea, and I'll go backwards here, the last couple of years, in 2012, Sister Rose Jean Tyers received this award. 2011, Cliff Brandon. 2009 was Mary Alice Weddington. In 2008, there were two people that received this award. It was George Fry and Margaret Knott. And this particular award had several people nominated for it. The alumni had several names that came forward. And most of these names had a lot of really nice things to say. I'd like to read you a couple of things about the winner of this year's award. This person is a distinguished alum on the board of directors, has been on the Alumni Association, been the rep to the board. It's been a vital part of our alumni for many years, volunteering countless activities for the board. Always been a tireless and humble contributor to the board. Been a very, very valuable resource in legal matters. See, now you're giving it away. And is also involved in many other committees and boards outside of the university. This person this year that's receiving the Outstanding Alumnus Award is actually a very dear friend of mine. My oldest child of 4 and this person's niece, goddaughter, are in school together and are good friends and play volleyball together. I have never seen an individual so dedicated to someone's life as this lady. Whenever I see her at the games, keeping book, line judging, scoring, traveling hours upon hours, taking these girls out to eat, bringing food to them, it makes me proud. It makes me proud as a father that an individual cares that much, and it makes me proud that I can say she's a Brescia product. Because I think that's what we like to do here. We like to get a well-rounded person. We like to get a great 4-year degree, sometimes 5 years, whatever plan you're on. That we like to go far beyond the time that you're here. We like to see you soar once you get out these doors. And I can guarantee you that this person has soared and continues to soar. So this year, our Outstanding Alumnus Award goes to Miss Lisa Pendergrass.
very brief, very brief. I'm very much appreciative of this honor. Very humbled by this honor. I love being connected with Brescia and being asked to serve as the alumni rep to the board was the best invitation I've gotten. And I just can't get enough, so I sit on the board after that. And it's a pleasure to serve. But I just want to say this, our alumni board is made up of so many, well, everyone, outstanding alums. And I want to share this award with each and every one of you. So thank you.
I think it's time to make the official handing over, I guess, of the mic this year and bring Jim DeMayo up. And for anybody that may not know Jim personally, Jim is probably ranks right up there with Miss Lisa as one fantastic person. I had the pleasure of being at Brescia at the same time Jim was. I won't tell you everything about Jim that I know, but he is a wonderful guy and can't think of a better person to take over for this coming year. Thank you, sir.
It's interesting that Carl hands me the microphone because when we were in college, right before Carl left, he was the one who told me that I needed to be SGA president the following year. He got me in a lot of trouble by doing that. I'm honored to serve as your next president. Brescia has been an extraordinary part of my life, and we're going to have a fun year. We're going to have a lot of new faces in this year because our board has had some people serve for a long time, and a few of them said, please find my replacement. So, so we're going to have some new faces. We're going to get. I think I saw Patricia here earlier. Jim Weaver kind of started a little bit of a connection with the students on campus. I think you'll see our board get a little more involved with what's going on campus, be more involved with the students, trying to set an example of what hopefully they can obtain when they leave Brescia. So I'm very much looking forward to working with a lot of you, and if you're not on the board yet, you still may get a call from me. So thank you very much. I don't know if anybody else has anything to say. I don't know, Father, if you want to say something.
I'm always happy to take the microphone. I just want to, first of all, congratulate the recipients of the awards, Lisa and Greg. And in addition to everything you heard about them, they both have served Brescia after their graduating here in other capacities. Lisa was the representative to the Board of Trustees for the alumni for many years, did an outstanding job in that role. And of course, Greg worked here as director of Weekend College and BU Online. And one of the reasons why he and Patty retired when they did was so that they could travel. So it's no surprise at all to me that they are on an extensive trip somewhere. I also want to thank all of you who are members of the Alumni Board. Your service is deeply appreciated for all that you do for the university. It's really important that our current students meet alumni and understand that there is life after graduation, because sometimes it's hard when you're here in the midst of all the books and the tests and everything else. It's hard to imagine what's my life going to be like after I get out of here. And so I always try to introduce them. If I know you're here, I'll introduce them to you and tell them this is one of our alumni, and they do this, and they're making a difference this way, and this is what you can hope to do as well someday. So thank you all for all that you do for the university. I want to also extend my thank you to Carl for his service as president of the Alumni Board. That has done an outstanding job, and really appreciate his passion for the university and his advocacy in our community for who we are and what we do. And then, of course, congratulations to Jim as the new president. We're excited to see what he's now going to bring to the table, and I'm sure we're going to continue to see that same passion and dedication that he has even to the point of sometimes just falling over in exhaustion from Rush University.
If there's nothing else, I guess thank you all for being here. Hall of Fame induction right before the soccer game at 3. The homecoming court is being announced at halftime. And then, of course, tonight we have our distinguished alumni dinner, which I hope to see a lot of you at. But thank you for being here, and